Okay. Hey guys, so I have Eddie Smith here. Eddie is one of my clients, and he's titled himself as the hustle junkie. And as most of you know, I used to, be hustling all the time. And a big thing about me is I help people escape from the hustle and be able to, still work hard, but be able to make more money with more freedom. And it's amazing what Eddie's achieved just in the few weeks or so that we've been working together. He was already super motivated and driven and doing really well. And he's just achieved amazing things in the last few weeks or so. So I wanted to get him on today to have a little chat. Because I know a lot of you can probably relate, and he's quite inspiring. So I guess the first question, Eddie, is where were you at before you joined Six Figure System, and why did you want to join?
Before the Six Figure System, I was kind of at a crossroads in my business. I quit my job in May of this year, 2017. Mm. And at first I went the agency route and I had a partner. And then in August, we split and it was just me. And so I completely had changed my business model, fired all of my clients. I know it sounds, like fired all your clients. What do you mean? It was just a different direction that I was going in. I was moving more into the coaching and training field versus the agency direction. So from August until I think I came into the Six Figure System in October, I was kind of learning how to become a trainer and an educator and a coach, which is closer to my passion. But like you just heard, I'm the hustle junkie. And so I was working extremely hard, really trying to like white knuckle things as I call it. And when I came into the Six Figure System, I've been watching Elliot for a while, actually since I had started. And she was my first interview that I did on my page when I was kind of venturing out onto this internet realm. So I felt like I had reached a point in my business where I needed help because I was consistently having 2,500 to say 6K months, but nothing that was real stable or consistent. It was like I'd have an up and then a down and then an up and then a down, and it's frustrating. I'm somebody that I'm a creature of habit. I want things to be predictable and consistent. Consistency is like my best friend. Yeah. So when I came in, I didn't have any systems or processes. I was doing everything myself, and I was working extremely hard, sleeping, 1 to 4 hours a day. I can't say that that's really improved that much. It has. I've been taking naps more frequently, but what has happened is amazing. I've been able to kind of take a step back and rely on my team a little bit more, as well as learn how to, I guess, communicate my message stronger to my audience and potential clients and prospects. As well as I had my first 10K month or 5-figure month. Awesome. So that was one of my goals, to have a 5-figure month and then string together 3 in a row. Yeah. And
you did that within only a few weeks, right?
Yeah, like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I did that. And it was really exciting. And I did it, with really like the basic information that Ellie was providing in her course. A lot of it was just like, I like to think that I'm not a dummy. I started my first business 7 years ago, but Ellie's in a position of a lot more experience and success than I have ever had. And so it's filling in those little gaps and like plugging holes in my business that I didn't necessarily realize were there that helped the most. And so connecting the dots, I was able to really like exponentially increase my business, do less and achieve more. And it was exciting. It still is exciting. Yeah. This month,
I think there's a couple of really good points there as well that I wanted to just add in before you go on. in that you had to drop the ego to sign up. You said, I realized that I needed the help. And I think a lot of
Yeah.
people in business, and I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but especially guys, can really have this ego in going, oh no, I can do it all myself. And especially when you get to a certain level, if you're not just starting out, you've been in business a while, you're creating some success, a lot of people really have to drop the ego to realize, no, hey, I do need the help from someone who has achieved more than me, whether it's income or, it's not always income, it can be whatever area, to realize that, there's always deeper that you can go. And the other point is that you said some of the basic stuff actually got you to that big goal that you'd had. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It's about simplifying and noticing those little tweaks, those little things that make all the difference, rather than, changing everything that you're doing.
Oh yeah, totally. Like just even, I'm already super active on Facebook, and I get decent engagement through my social media platforms. But it wasn't necessarily the engagement; it was connecting the message and communicating that.
Yeah.
And targeting was a big. I'm still struggling with it a little bit because it's something that, just like with Instagram, which is one of my area of expertise, you've got to sharpen that blade, and it only happens with practice and consistency.
Yeah.
So I'm refining it more and more, but that was one of the best takeaways that I got, was how to effectively target and who my target was, And I don't want to give any of the gold nuggets. You got to take the course, but it's simple. Once you think about it, I felt stupid. I was like, I can't believe that I didn't do this before.
Well, someone said to me once, actually, the greatest way to make someone feel good is to teach them things, or make them feel smart, is to teach them things they already know. So it's like, it's not using big words or really complicated or advanced concepts. It's actually making life simpler for people, because people are already busy. People are already stressed and overwhelmed. It's about making it super, super simple so that it doesn't take much time and you can implement it fast, so you can get fast results, which is what you've done. Having your first 10K month within a couple of weeks of joining the course was amazing. So what, if you want to share any other results or any other experiences that you've had, maybe even just with the group, being surrounded by other people that are on the same kind of level, and then any advice that you would give to anyone else who's maybe in the position you were at before you joined.
The biggest thing is being surrounded by like-minded people. Even with, you might think that you don't have time, right? Like, I'm too busy. How could I possibly incorporate this in to my schedule? And if you know me, you follow me at all, like I schedule out my day hour by hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I have been able to jump on, a handful of the mastermind calls, and I jump into the group when I see people posting. But it's the fact that you're learning from each other.
Yeah.
And one of the calls that I was on for maybe 5-10 minutes. My phone died during the call. But in those 5-10 minutes, I was able to, create 2 or 3 email sequences, and I accomplished the goal. And it was because, that group environment. It wasn't just me. Other people shared the same frustrations or the same questions, and so we all have different experiences, and that's the power of a group mindset.
Yeah.
In terms of any advice, just take the course. I mean, take the leap. It literally pays for itself. Like, my success in the first month has already paid for it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not an expense, but an investment. And it's stuff that I'll take with me through the rest of my life. And, as I grow and as Ellie grows, I wouldn't be surprised if after this, I don't come back to her, because it's so much about, everyone talks about reading books and finding mentors and coaches and gurus and this and that, right? And I would classify myself as that. But so much of it has to do with, like, finding the right people to complement your style and understand who you are and that you can vibe with. And I think that somebody like Ellie, she bridges the gap for so many different people that it makes it really easy to work with her. So for myself, I could see myself working with her in the future, but just take the leap and don't worry about the price tag or don't worry about the time. worry about the value that you're getting and how much you're going to apply it, because you've got to be open-minded and kind of take yourself out of the equation and say, all right, this is what I did. She's where I want to be. You were in Forbes, you know, you were accomplishing the successes that I see in my future that I want. She's financially there. She's got a family. These are things that as a person I want to achieve and become better at. So I had to take my ego out of it, like you said, and take the leap, because it's a tough pill to swallow, especially for somebody like me with a lot of pride, you know?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think it shows even more pride to be able to do that. So yeah. Well, yeah, thanks so much for sharing. It's been great to see your journey so far and to help you, you know, on the next steps as well. And like you said, it's always having someone, you know, that can take you to that next level who's been there. And that's why I always have a mentor or a coach to keep pushing, because I'm always learning and growing as well. You never stop, you know? So yeah, thanks so much for sharing. Well done on everything you've achieved so far. And if anyone needs support with Instagram stuff, Eddie is an expert in that area. So yeah, thanks so much and well done.